The Champions Tour is playing a game of Can You Top This? Starting in Hawaii, where Tom Watson birdied the last 2 holes to knock off Fred Couples in the season opener. Then in Naples, Couples seemingly had things in control, only to watch Tommy Armour III shoot 61 on Sunday, tying Couples for the lead, forcing Freddie to birdie the 17th to win by 1. And then at Boca Raton, Bernhard Langer buried in the face of the bunker on the first playoff hole, only to blast it out and in for eagle to beat John Cook. Now the tour moves to the West Coast for the Toshiba Classic, and the strongest field of the year is on hand. Can they top what we've already seen in 2010? We'll begin to find out next. Golf Channel and the Champions Tour proudly present the year-long race for the Charles Schwab Cup. From Newport Beach, California, it's first-round coverage of the Toshiba Classic. Just 45 minutes south of Los Angeles sits the recreation and resort hotspot of Orange County, and one of its unique features, Balboa Island. If you're looking for good food, shopping, and outdoor activities, the OC is your place. It's also the place for the Champions Tour this week as they play at the Newport Beach Country Club. And now live, Fred Couples with his second.
Just hit an iron off the tee. Just 130 back to this left hole location. This golf course is all about positioning, especially off the tee, sets up these shots into the greens. Probably one of the best courses for strategy that these players play. Just a wedge.
You can see by his expression he was not thrilled with that one. Missed green.
Fred Couples would love to win the Charles Schwab Cup in his first year on the Champions Tour. The top 10 in ties are awarded points each and every week, double points at the majors and at the Charles Schwab Cup Championship. Here's a look at the past winners. Lauren Roberts has won it 2 of the last 3 years. And Fred Couples leads by 36 points coming into this week over Bernhard Langer. There's Tom Watson in 3rd place.
You know, when you talk about Fred Couples, one of the things that he keeps mentioning about the Champions Tour is how much fun he's having. He's seeing all his old friends. He's going to dinner with guys that he used to go to get dinner with on the PGA Tour. And I think when you look at his career, when he's been really happy, he has played some great golf, even including, you know, the skins games and those type of off-season events. I mean, he tore those things up because he just loved doing it.
It's funny how when you have success, you're also happy. And he had a lot of success in those skins games.
He sure did.
He's going to have a bit of a knee knocker for par here at the 12th. This is a little longer than he would have liked.
A little longer. He's been pretty solid with that putter this year, and one of the reasons why he's played so much good golf. He's coming off a top 15 finish last week in Phoenix as well on the PGA Tour, so he's been playing great all year. I mean, even at 50 years old, he's killing the ball out there. He just doesn't look like he's lost a step.
Good save. You know, when he putted off the fringe, the ball was sitting down a little bit and it hopped in the air, took all the speed off.
It's a 161-yard par 3. Fred Couples on the tee.
Electing to hit 6 iron. Stock 6 irons, 179. Quite a bit of wind is picked up out here, you guys.
Couples to pull within 2.
Kurt, this putt that he has straight downhill, moving to the right, you know, that we talked earlier about this golf course is so positional. Trying to keep the ball below the hole or to the right of the flag would have been perfect here. But again, Freddie hasn't played but what, a Pro-Am and today's round. to learn this golf course.
Yeah, I think you know, the key, if you can do it, is to keep the ball between, you know, the ocean and the hole, so that you have an uphill putt the majority of the time. This is definitely a little quick down the hill.
And you talk about putting towards the ocean, that's exactly what he was, but he just didn't want to let it get away from him. Freddie, off to such a great start here on the Champions Tour, second and a first and a 15th last week. Could you conceivably say that this is probably some of the best golf you've played in your career?
Well, I think it's some of the best putting I've had, which is a big key to my game, to be very consistent. But yeah, I'm striking the ball well. I mean, I got holes to play, so I don't want to tell everyone how great I'm hitting it, but I am putting better. And, you know, again, for anybody, whether it's Tom Watson or myself, I want to be consistent. So when I play well and get on a nice run, these things will happen, because, as you well know, my game can go a little south here, and I hope it doesn't in a while.
You know what's been fun is watching you with this big smile on your face, hanging with the guys that you used to play golf with on the PGA Tour.
Right. Well, I mean, this is my pairing today. I had Peter Jacobsen. Haven't had Cookie yet, but these are all guys that I've played a lot of golf with. And then when I was really young on tour, the Pertzers and the Howard Twitties and the Bobby Wads kind of told me where to go and what hotels to stay at. And now as a rookie, I'm asking them the same thing. Should I go play here? Should I go play there? Where do you stay? So they're all very nice, and it's a great tour out here. I really enjoy it.
Good. It's great having you.
Okay,
Watch Tom's.
Fred Couples has just hit a perfect drive here, Donna.
Well, he only has 114 left to this front hole location. Hole plays downhill, just a sand wedge.
Well played. And Fred Couples, this is for birdie. Down the hill. A little too much speed, just didn't take the break. Good try.
Fred Couples back on the other par 5 on the back.
And 492 dogleg left. You guys have been talking about it. Freddie's already had 3 eagles this year so far.
Thank you.
One of the changes in his driving strategy is he now goes mostly right to left with the driver, rather than the old days when he was on tour. The bulk of his years on tour, he went left to right.
Tom Watson, Fred Couples back at Hualalai, coming down the stretch. This for birdie at 17. The par 3. And then the second to the 18th.
This was 146 yards, pitching wedge with a flyer lie, landed at about 130, and watch the rollout. This was just so well done.
They were tied at this point. So Watson had that for the win. Finished birdie to beat Fred Couples by 1. And that momentum has just continued here in 2010. Every tournament we've had on the Champions Tour has had a fantastic finish.
After that week, Couples said, geez, you know, my first week out here on the Champions Tour, and I shoot 20 or 21 under and get beat by a shot. He said, that's, you know, I knew these guys were good, but that's not exactly what I'd planned on.
It was a bit of an eye-opener for Fred, I think. Watson will be first to play here at 15.
Big hit right there.
For me it was.